What's crack-a-lackin'? Welcome in to My Mind is a Weapon Fantasy Football Show.
Welcome into episode 215, everybody. I am your host, Sleez. Today's episode, we are going to be going over 7 running backs that you should be targeting in your fantasy football drafts that are absolutely going to crush their ADP and win you guys leagues this year. And these ADPs are going to be coming from Fantasy Pros, so shout out to them. If you guys don't follow Fantasy Pros or anything like that, you definitely should 100%. Before we dive into it, guys, as always, make sure that you smash that like and subscribe on the video. Just take a little tap. Helps me out a ton. I'll be giving you guys fantasy football content all year long to help you guys dominate your leagues. And at the end of the video, I will also be going over our new premium Discord that is out. And you can talk Dynasty trades with us, everything you want 24/7. Get all the help you guys need. We have now launched that and will be out tomorrow fully with everything on it. Now let's take a look at these 7 running backs that I cannot stop drafting. Starting off with the biggest risk reward, but this is where fantasy football championships are made. It is going to be Christian McCaffrey, currently going off the board right now at RB5, about ADP 13 right now. So they have Ashton Jeanty, who's never played an NFL snap, over Christian McCaffrey, who was running back 1 last year, running back 2 the year before that, running back 1 in 2019, running back 2 in 2018. Make it make sense to me. Yes, he had the Achilles injuries last year. Yes, he went to Germany. Yes, he didn't play at all. He's going to be fully healthy this season, according to the updates from Shanahan and John Lynch. He looks explosive as he's ever looked. And this is a guy that gives you the return on investment that could be RB1. And you still have Trent Williams as your left tackle out there. Yes, the 49ers had to rebuild. Yes, we had, I say we because I'm a 49er fan, we had to, get rid of so many contracts because our Super Bowl window kind of closed on us. But this man, if he's out there, he can backpack this entire team. I mean, when you're looking at the numbers, he can put up 2,000 yards. And that is something that you just can't, total yards. Not, I'm not going to say 2,000 rushing yards like Saquon Barkley, but I'm going to say that he can put up 2,000 total yards this season and is going to be one of my number 1 targets. Best ball redraft. I've traded for him in Dynasty. Every single thing you can look at. Now, when you're looking at the 2024 numbers, obviously he's missed the whole season. He only rushed for 200 yards, 146 passing yards, 4.4 yards per carry. He was running back 69, still averaged 12 points a game. Not great, not CMC numbers. But, I mean, the snap share, 75%. They only brought in Jordan James, and Guerrero is still there. They're going to be the backups. This is going to be the CMC show, guys. And this is going to be a risk that I'm willing to take 100%. And I think he's going to be comeback player of the year this year. Number 2 is going to be Kairen Williams. But first of all, I forgot to talk about this with the CMC video right there at the beginning. The NFC West, guys, has the easiest running back schedule this season. So this is why you're going to need to take advantage of this. Last year, the NFC West had the toughest running back schedule. So when you're looking at Kairen Williams' numbers, right, he was still RB7 on the season, and their offensive line was depleted with injuries last year. Put up 1,299 rushing yards, 326 attempts, 4.11 yards per carry, 14 touchdowns, 182 receiving yards, two receiving touchdowns, so 16 total TDs, and almost 1,500 yards. And he was getting hit in the backfield every single time. I mean, this offensive line was shot. Cooper Kupp was hurt. Puka Nacua was hurt. You got Davante Adams coming in, which is going to open up the box even more. But he was still RB7, averaging 17 points per game, 272 points on the season. Production premium was negative. Obviously, he was getting hit in the backfield every single time. Look at his yards after contact. 606 yards after contact. This man was hit, like I said, 3 times right in this video in the backfield nonstop. Still produced great top 10 numbers. Routes ran was 142. That's number 31. His snap share was number 1 at 88.4%. Sean McVay loves his solo running back. Kairen is his guy. He had 77 red zone touches, which is also number 1. Imagine Davante Adams, Puka Nacua out there in the red zone. How are they going to stop Kairen? He's going to feast. Now, when you're looking at his ADP, he's going off the board as running back 11. Right there, that tells you. There's your sign. He's been running back 7 back-to-back years. Why would he go off the board RB11 this year? Oh, because the Blake Corum talk from last year, I smashed everyone on that last year. Every single content creator, every single person was wrong. I told you it's always Kairen. Now you're getting Jarquez Hunter talk that he's going to come in a 4th-round rookie. It is not going to happen. This is going to be Kairen's contract year, which we love in fantasy football for running backs. He is going to absolutely destroy and be a league winner this year. Must draft Kairen Williams. Number 3, and this one is absolutely bonkers. Alvin Kamara, and this is one of my favorite situations I love, but we got to cover these topics first here. He's going off the board as RB20 right now, according to ADP on Fantasy Pros right now, which is around ADP 60. Guys, Alvin Kamara since 2017, since his rookie year, has never even been outside a top 15 running back. He has the lowest he's been is RB16 in 2022. He was RB9 last year, missing the last 3 games of the season where he could have been a top 5 running back. Now you have to look at the situation here in the Saints. You got Tyler Shuck as the quarterback. They're probably not going to win many games. You're going to be in garbage time. You're going to probably break the running back reception record this year, which is absolutely bonkers to me how he's going this low in drafts. So in 2024, he dropped 950 rushing yards, 228 attempts at a 4.17 average, only 6 rushing TDs, but 543 yards through the air, almost 1,500 yards total with 8 TDs. Now, you even have Taysom Hill, who may be out. We don't even know what's going on. He takes a lot of the gadget work at the goal line, too. Alvin Kamara is one of the best values you can get this year. RB9 last year, 19 points per game, 265.3, production premium negative because the Saints were trash last year and they were injured across the board. 402 yards after contact. I know he's 29 years old. He's still getting it done. 262 routes ran, which is number 6. Snap share 73.1. They brought in Devin Neal, 6th-round pick. The Kendre Miller's been nothing. I have zero worry about him. I have zero worry about any of it. If you look at his contract bonuses, he has a ton this year for incentives, and he had 38 red zone touches, which was number 21. I don't know how much they're going to be in the red zone this year, but Alvin Kamara is just my favorite buy in fantasy football, favorite redraft pick, favorite best ball pick, everything, because the volume is going to be massive, and he is going to win you championships this year. Number 4, sticking with the vets here, it is going to be Joe Mixon. And Joe Mixon last year was RB16 behind one of the worst offensive lines possible. Yes, their offensive line has not gotten much better this year, but a little bit better. But he doesn't need that. He can do it through the receiving game as well. And you have to look at it as he's going off the board right now at RB16, about ADP 52. Finished RB17 last year, missing almost 6 games. The last 2 games of the season, he played banged up. Heading into the playoffs, they tried to save him. Now you're going to get a full season with him here. Now they have more weapons at wide receiver as well. Yeah, Tank Dell is down. They bring in Christian Kirk. They got Jaden Higgins. They get Jalen Nolan. They got Nico Collins back healthy to go along with Dalton Schultz. They're not going to be able to stack the box here, even if the offensive line is bad. But let's look at what he did last year. 2024, still put up 1,000 yards on the ground. Again, missing 6 games pretty much, or 5 games total pretty much. 245 attempts, 4.15 yards per carry. Still not bad with that offensive line. 10 plus TDs with 11 rushing TDs, receiving yards 309, almost 1,320 total yards, and 1 receiving TD. RB7 rank, but look at the points per game, 17.2 points per game. That is what you have to look at. 240.5 points on the season. Production premium still positive. When you looked at Kamara, it was negative. That's what you like to see here. Yards after content, 468. Routes ran 169, number 25. I expect that to go up. I don't think the addition of Woody Marks is going to put an impact on this at all, or Damian Pierce. I think people fall for the rookie hype too much here. Snap share 63.3%. I expect that to stay in the same kind of range at 65% here. Red zone touches number 60. That's number 6 in the NFL. He's going to get more of those this year. The Texans offense is going to be more explosive than last year. They were banged up by injuries. Now, when you're looking at, say, the offensive line, right? CJ Stroud, will you have to get the ball out quicker? Yes, the offensive line is not great, but Mixon is going to see even more receptions, I believe, than last year. I think he's one of the best values you can get. Like when I'm looking at Amari and Hampton going ahead of him, right? I get that that's the Chargers offense, but he hasn't even played. You still have Najee Harris there. Why would you take a rookie hype risk when you know the true veteran presence is here? Joe Mixon is one of my favorite picks this year, and he's going to win people championships just like Alvin Kamara. Number 5 is going to be Kenneth the K9 Walker. All this man has to do is stay healthy. That is his biggest problem, is always injuries. So before we even dive into anything, last year, he missed 6 games, right? So when you're looking at these numbers, RB27, missed 6 games, not a good season, was injured, even played less snaps coming back because he tried to play through the injury. So currently this year, and he's on a contract year, and remember, he's in the NFC West with the easiest running back schedule this year. Kenneth Walker is currently going off the board at RB17. That is bonkers, guys. ADP 54. So I know when you look at last year, 573 yards, 153 attempts, 3.75 yards per carry. The scary part, though, is with this pick, is Seattle's offensive line is not great this year. Sam Darnold's going to be under a lot of heat, but it could mean a lot more receptions where Kenneth Walker thrives. And we're going to get to that in a second. So 3.75 yards per carry, 7 rushing TDs, 299 receiving yards, 1 receiving TD. Still had 8 touchdowns on the season. Almost made it to 1,000 yards, but he had the injuries, of course. 16.5 points per game when he's out there. That is what you're looking for. 161.2 points on the season. Production premium 9.7. He is a home run hitter. Get this man in space and watch him work. That was top 12 in the NFL. Yards after contact, 204, 227 routes ran. He was almost top 10 in routes ran, missing 6 games and playing limited snaps in the other games. Think about that for a minute. Now think about how bad the offensive line is. Now think about the quick passes that are going to happen with Sam Darnold. This is a massive, massive steal. 64.3% snap share. I expect that to stay the same. You'll see Charbonnet in there as well. I don't think David Martinez is going to make an effect yet. 31 red zone touches, number 27. I expect that number to go up, of course, if you're out there healthy the whole time. And when I'm looking at it, again, like I said, Amarian Hampton last time, I do think Kairen Williams. I see him the same as Breece Hall this year, and that's 5 picks ahead of him. That's ADP 2 rounds ahead. These are the moves you have to make. And you have to remember, he is playing for his contract next year. Don't know if he's going to be traded. Don't know if he ends up with Seattle. But either way, he's a stud running back going way too late in drafts, and you need to be targeting Kenneth Walker this year. Number 6, and it's like these ranking people just need help, man. I don't understand this one. James Conner is one of the best values you can get. I know he's 30 years old. I know he's heading into 31. But, guys, he's currently going off the board as running back 21. James Conner last year was running back 11. Everyone in there, Trey Benson hype. Trey Benson looked terrible. We don't even know if Trey Benson's the real true cuff this year. James Conner is going to lead the way here for the Cardinals all the way. True 3-down running back. Now, last year, 1,094 yards. Remember this? So week 1, right? Okay, you got to look at this too as well. Week 1, they came out lit. He missed 2 games down the stretch this year. So he does miss about 2 to 4 games every single year. So that's something you have to just live with the James Conner. But this guy had almost 5 games of 20-plus points. Like, what are we talking about here? How is this guy RB 21 right now off the board? How is Travion Henderson going ahead of him? How is Chuba Hubbard going? I guess Chuba Hubbard I like a lot. But how are these guys going against him? I haven't even played the snap yet. I don't get it. He's the true bell cow back. So 2024, he had 1,094 rushing yards, 236 attempts, 4.64 yards per carry. That's great. 8 rushing TDs, 414 receiving yards. That's 1,500 total yards, 9 total TDs, 11 ranked running back, 15.9 points per game, 253.8 points. Production premium plus 5.4, even in a bad Cardinals offense last year, which should be better. Kyler and Marv's connection should grow more. Trey McBride will be my tight end 1 this year. The boxes will not be that open if Marv can figure it out. Marv just has to step up this year, and it's going to be a massive year for James Conner. 566 yards after contact, 188 routes ran, which is number 22. Snap share 61.1%. I expect that even to go up this year if he can be out there more. Red zone touches, he was in the top 10 at number 56. And you're going to have second-year OC in the system here. And like I said, you're going to have Kyler and Marv hopefully break out. They're going to have to worry about Kyler's rushing as well. Arizona Cardinals have a top 10 line. The NFC West, again, has one of the easiest schedules. This man should not be going at RB 21. This is one of the best deals at running back you can get this year. Last but not least, we are finally going to crack the ice with a rookie here, and why I love Caleb Johnson so much this year, and he shouldn't have fallen to the 3rd round in the NFL draft, but it happened because it was a loaded running back class, so all of them started to fall at one point. Now, Caleb Johnson, currently going off the board at RB 24, which is ADP 75 currently right now. And you're in an Arthur Smith system. And I know Jaylen Warren just got his tender. I don't think Jaylen Warren's ever been a true 3-down back. I've said that multiple times on multiple shows. Now, why I love Caleb Johnson here. You have to look at the Najee Harris role that he is taking over. And Najee Harris finished as a top 20 running back last year. Okay. He had 263 carries on the ground and 36 receptions, almost 300 touches. That's 299 touches Najee Harris had. Now enter a Caleb Johnson, big boy from the Big Ten, played against good competition, and look at his numbers he put up in college at Iowa. 1,537 yards, 240 carries, 6.4 average against great defenses in the Big Ten, 23 total TDs, 21 on the ground, 188 receiving yards, and then, of course, none of his production there in the NFL. I left all that blank because he's not going to be, hasn't played it. He's a rookie. Now, the quarterback situation, we don't even know what it is. If it's Aaron Rodgers, helps him even more. If it's Kirk Cousins, helps him even more. If it's Mason Rudolph, still, I think he's going to outproduce his ADP. Obviously, it's a lot uglier Steelers offense, but Mike Tomlin can figure out how to get 10 wins with guys off the street, it feels like, in Pittsburgh. So when I'm looking at 300 touches, I'm wondering, how is this guy RB24? Now, do I think that he'll get the exact 300 amount that Najee did as a rookie? Probably not. I'd say around 260, 270. But that production he can put up with 260, 270 touches in the Pittsburgh Steelers offense is just too hard to ignore. And he's one of my favorite value picks, redraft, best ball. And you better be buying him in Dynasty for damn sure. Make sure you get Caleb Johnson. Thanks for rocking with me today. That is the end of the episode, guys. That is 7 running backs you should be drafting way ahead of their ADP this season. I mean, it is just free value. Now, I remember I said at the end of the video that I'll talk about what we're releasing here. Should be fully locked in tomorrow with everything in it. The Guys Premium Discord, the Guys FF, my co-host, my guy, my brother, Big Draft Energy. His YouTube link is also in the video. Make sure you go click, like, and subscribe to my guy. He'll be live today as well here in about 40 minutes, and then I'll be live after. We'll be doing some drafters drafts as well there. But we provide Discord access, live talk, 24/7 content, live chat, trade talk, Dynasty Rankings, Redraft Top 200, our Pick'em and DFS Plays, one-on-one trade talk, best ball. He has a full guide out, Big Draft Energies, full algorithm, everything you need for best ball. It's absolutely insane. Roster reviews, and I can even draft for you if you need, guys. The link will be typed in this video. And as always, guys, on the way out, make sure you tap that like button, hit that subscribe, helps me out a ton. If you guys have any questions, fantasy football, drop them in the comments. I'm here to help you guys year long, get you that championship, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode, man. Sleez bomb out.